You're grounded, a phrase that I would oftentimes hear as a kid for whatever reason, typically because I did something that would make my parents want to ground me. But typically, I would hear that phrase and I would immediately think, my parents hate me, and I would tell them, you're doing this to me, you're so cruel, this is unusual punishment. And they say, we're not doing this because we hate you, we're doing this because we love you. In the 12th chapter of the book of Hebrews, we hear this amazing passage in which the writer talks about discipline. And it says that the Lord, who is a good father, disciplines his children because he loves them. And so the whole sense of discipline, and the discipline that they speak of in Hebrews, is that he makes straight the paths. And I think a lot of times we can approach kind of like the rules, the laws of the church and say, these are just here to make me less free. But the beautiful thing is we have a God who not only calls us to a life of holiness, calls us to a life of love, but kind of puts in the guardrails and gives us the ways in which we follow that, where it's not just in a very big general way, but he says, okay, in particular ways, I'm gonna put the guardrails in here. 12th chapter of Hebrews continues and says, you will walk in these ways. So strengthen your drooping knees, your weak knees, whatever it may be. And it's this whole sense of confidence in our journey, because I think a lot of times the confidence is, okay, where do I go? What do I do? The confidence is in the fact that the Lord calls you. Not only does he call you, he loves you. And sometimes part of that is having the discipline to say yes to certain things, no to certain things, having the awareness of, okay, what do I need to say no to so that I can say yes to for the Lord? And so just have an approach of discipline, not from the perspective of the Lord punishing us or chastising us for the sake of chastisement, but that whole sense of discipline is really to create within our hearts a deeper disposition and capacity to love and do the things that the Lord invites us to do.